Types of salts. There are the different types of salts are there. Normal salt, acid salt, basic salt and the double salt. The first one is the normal salt. So in the salt, it does not contain any replaceable hydrogen atoms or the hydroxyl groups. Say for example, Na2SO4. So there is a no hydrogen present in this particular Na2SO4. So how do you obtain this Na2SO4? It is by the reaction of the H2SO4 and the two molecules of the NaOH. So this is the normal salt. And another examples for the normal salt are calcium sulfate, sodium phosphate, potassium phosphate. So these all we call it as a normal salts. Next one is acid salt. So what does mean by acid salt? The polybasic acid. Say for example H2SO4. So it can able to replace the two metal atoms. It contains the two hydrogen atoms. So it is not completely neutralized by the base. So the salt produced will contain the replaceable hydrogen atoms. So the first one is the H2SO4 can be able to react with the NaOH one molecule and it will replace the one hydrogen atom with Na plus water. So still one more hydrogen is left out. So again it will undergo one more reaction with the NaOH and it will completely replaced by the sodium metal. So Na2SO4 plus H2O. So another examples are NaHSO4, NaH2PO4, NaHPO4 are the examples of the acid salts. Basic salt. The basic salt is nothing but it's a polyacidic base. So in this case, the more than one OH ion is present in the compound. Say for example, PbOH twice. So in this case, there are two OH minus are present. So here, this is a base because of the presence of the OH minus. So it reacts with the HCl. So now what will happen? One of the OH will react with the H plus and it forms the water. So this Cl will go and occupy over here. So PbOHCl, lead oxychloride. So now still it can able to replace one more OH. So again it will undergo the reaction with the HCl and it forms the PbCl2. So this we call it as a basic salt. So some of the examples for this one is, so BiOH3. So this is, we call it as a triacidic base because it will undergo the three reactions to replace all the OH. And PbOH twice, CaOH twice. So these are all the common examples for the basic salt. Then the last one is the double salt. So in the double salt, so there are two different negative ions and or the positive ions are present in it. See for example, dolomite. Dolomite is nothing but the ore. So CaCO3 and the MgCO3, CaCO3 and MgCO3. So both contains, we call it as a dolomite. So which contains the Ca2 plus ions and Mg2 plus ions. So hence we call it as a double salt. So potash alum. So this is K2SO4, Al2SO4 thrice dot 24H2O. This is the double salt. So now in this double salt we are having a two metal ions. So one is the K plus, another one is the Al3 plus. So the double salt always exists in the solid state. So whenever we have dissolved in the water, it will break up into the two separate salts. See for example, K2, so suppose we are adding water to it. So what will happen? So K2SO4 will break up into the K plus and the SO4 minus 2. And the Al2SO4 thrice breaks up into the Al3 plus plus SO4 minus 2. So it will give you the two cations. So this we call it as a double salt.